Welcome to Holistic Podcasting. I'm your host and producer, Kristin Chadwick. After being in the podcast industry since 2016, I am determined to inspire you to start, grow, and maintain your podcast through a holistic approach. If you're an entrepreneur, coach, author, or leader, you need a podcast. And friend, I'm here for you as an experienced podcast coach for over 6 years, working with numerous top podcasts and hosts. Your voice needs to be heard, and your story needs to be known. Through holistic podcasting, you will learn how to market your business coming from an aligned and centered place and through intentional strategy. Thanks for listening to the show. Here we go. Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Holistic Podcasting. I hope this podcasting is finding you in the midst of the fun and the hustle and the joy and peace and the beauty that the holidays can bring. And in that spirit, I wanted to give you some ideas on how you can gift the podcaster in your life. And what I mean by that is if you are a podcaster or you listen to podcasts or you're about to have a podcast, you can do this. This is a few ways where I really want to just bless the socks off of podcasters. I feel like what a beautiful time of year to encourage, to inspire, to connect with all of the podcasters out there in the world. So here's to you. This is my Christmas present to you. I will be doing these alongside of you because I think it's such a great way to connect and to show all of these podcasters out there that their voice matters. So number one, podcasting can be pretty lonely. I mean, if you think about it, we're constantly talking into a mic with no feedback, right? So we are either looking at ourselves inside of the computer, or we're looking at our notes, or maybe we're on a Zoom and we do have an interview or something, but we don't have that engagement in real time with our audience. So the first thing that I thought of that would bless the socks off of podcasters would be to send them a simple direct message in Instagram or Messenger inside of Facebook or email, or if you know them personally, send them a text message. Encourage them. Tell them what show you just listened to. If you're listening to podcasts while you're wrapping paper or while you're driving around doing errands, I want you to just take 1 second and I want you to send a message to the podcast host, whether they are a top charted podcaster and they have millions of downloads, or they're a little indie podcaster that they get, 30, 45 downloads per episode. Reach out and encourage them. I promise you, both ends of the spectrum and all in between, we all need that encouragement. And sending a DM and telling them what you've enjoyed would be such a gift. Number two, I want you to, as you're listening to podcasts over this holiday season, if you have listened to one and it was like, dang, that was real good, I want you to pause, go, especially in Apple Podcasts, leave a review. And I want you to tell them, again, that encouragement, that affirmation of, hey, this episode on business coaching really made me have a new perspective on 2023 and how I want to grow my business. Or this episode on how you talk to your spouse really inspired me to talk to my spouse. So thank you. It takes less than 5 minutes. It takes less than a minute usually to leave a review in Apple Podcasts. And that would really bless so many people. And like I talked about last week, leaving those reviews help other people discover and want to listen to episodes because it's feedback, right? All right. So number three, I want you to share an episode with a business bestie, or maybe it's a coach that you work with, or you're in a networking group with, or it's a friend or a family member. I want you to share one episode that has really helped you in this season and who you think about when you are listening to that episode. Maybe not one that's like, you need to change this about your life. That would be terrible. But if you are listening, I'm thinking of like if you're listening to an episode and it's all about how in motherhood it can feel so lonely and you're thinking about a fellow mom that needs to hear that too, then pass that along. Okay? All right. And the last one is download some episodes. I know this time of year, typically in the podcasting space, downloads for podcasters typically go down because people are busy. And I totally get that. So what I want you to do is I want you to go in and find some of your favorite podcasts that you want to remember to listen to. And I want you to download the episodes that you want to queue up into your podcast. Inside of Apple Podcasts specifically, you can download episodes to where, like, if you're on a walk and you're away from Wi-Fi, then those will already be queued up in your phone for it to automatically play. And it also helps with our stats inside of Libsyn or any kind of hosting platform when you download versus just listen. All right, so those are some quick ways that you can really bless a podcaster in your life, whether they are just someone that you hear inside of your ear every week, or you know them personally, or maybe you are a podcaster. I really encourage you to do this and bless somebody and make their day. So that is it for today. Merry Christmas. I'm looking forward to next week as we are going to be dreaming and talking about goals for year 2023. Merry Christmas, you guys. Love you. Thanks for listening to Holistic Podcasting. I want you to know that I truly value every listen. To show my appreciation, I offer a one-on-one free podcast consultation call. Whether you're wanting to start a podcast or you're ready to take your podcast to a whole nother level, come sign up. The link is below down in the show notes. Have a great day.